your homework. I asked you to do page 460 to talk about solar paneled roads. You can explain to me what is a drawback. So, for example, you have a street, and then there's lots and lots and lots of snow. And then a truck comes along, and the plow is going to go this way. And what it's going to do is it's going to move all of the snow out of the street. But what it's going to do is it will move the snow. It's going to move the snow here. So before you had snow in the road, now you have snow on the side of the road. So yeah, the plow got rid of the snow, but just move the snow somewhere else. Drawback is a negative thing, opposite of a benefit. Think about it like this, okay? Who likes chocolate? Mickey, what's the bad thing about chocolate?
Sometimes it's sweet, but
Sweet is bitter. Sometimes it's bitter.
And if we eat many chocolate, our teeth can be yellow.
Yes, perfect. Great answer. So, chocolate's good. Chocolate, yummy. I love chocolate. But you eat too much chocolate, your teeth are going to go yellow, and you're going to get fat. Okay? That's the drawback of chocolate. Yeah, chocolate's really nice and really yummy, but the drawback is it's going to make you fat. So let's think about sun cream. Good for you. Make sure you do not get burnt by the sun. But when you put it on, your skin goes really, really white and you look like a ghost. Yeah, that's a drawback. You can think of another drawback, another negative side of something. A car is a very handy tool. A car lets you get from place to place. If it's raining, you can stay dry. But what's the negative part of a car? A car releases toxic fumes, right, to the environment, which damages the environment. What about, fishing? What's the negative thing about fishing?
Fishing kills the population of the fishes in the ocean or sea.
Okay, so it takes out all the fish from the ocean, right? So it's taking fish from the ocean. Hannah, what else?
If they cut all of the fish, there will be just a little bit food for the animals in the sea that eat that type of fish.
Yep, that's a good point, right? When you catch too much fish, you're taking away the food of other animals. Exactly, right? So that's the point, is that drawbacks are the negative side, the opposite of the benefits. It's like, yes, something works really well, but at the same time, it can cause damage too. So let's go through this. Question 20. Hannah, read your answer, please.
I think it's a good solution because it takes energy from the sun. Solar will bring useful energy. Also, it can just snow so that everyone can walk on the road.
Yeah, perfect. Really good answer. Well done. Okay, Susie, your answer.
I think solar roadway is a good solution because it doesn't take so many space, and second, it brings us more useful energy.
What do you mean by more useful energy?
It gets energy from the sun.
Yeah, it gets energy from the sun, and the sun is renewable. Cool, good stuff. Think about that. Renewable. Comes back, renewable. Okay, right, I need to move on. Okay, so you just did an experiment. Your experiment's really good. What I'm going to do, okay, right. The experiment. Why did we do the experiment? Leo, what was the point? What was the reason? You think I just wanted you to make a flood? What was the reason for the experiment? So what did you see in the experiment? What did you test?
I see flood damage.
See flood damage, okay? So the question we want to think about, what question we investigate, what is the impact of a flood and damage it can cause? Right, please think about Kiwi's video. Right? In Kiwi's video, she gets the hose and she destroys the entire village, right? Great, I love that video, so much fun. Kiwi, you should have really tested how to stop that. But at the same time, I still think the video was quite a lot of fun. So that's what we're trying to investigate. We're trying to investigate what damage happens from a flood. Mickey, why do we test it? What's the point of testing a flood?
We test so when we have a flood, and it can be we can know what to do. So the flood cannot go in our home.
Yeah, perfect, right? So we know what to do. Not only do we know what to do, we know what's going to happen. We know the damage is going to happen as well. So we can say, hold on, there's going to be a flood. During a flood, what happens? Yes, the house will get full of water. Water is going to rise. All of the tiny little animals are going to drown. Or if you're Lei Kang, you're just going to throw all of your animals into the water anyway. So that's what we're trying to investigate. We're trying to investigate what is going to happen during flood. The point of the experiment is to learn, right? Learn and to understand what is going to happen. The reason we test it is so we can say, well, hold on. If I can understand exactly what's going to happen and I can do a mini test, then I can start to prepare. I can start to learn. Once I learn what's going to happen, I can say, okay, well, I know now this is going to happen. I'm going to stop that from happening by doing this, 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 and this. That's the point of your experiment. Okay? That's the reason we did this, is to learn. Learn and understand. So, in your experiments, what do you think was the best part? Gang, what part of your experiment worked the best? Think about your design. How did you design the house to stop getting destroyed by the flood? Steve, what part of your design worked the best?
I think the rooftop.
Rooftop. You think the roof of your house worked best in stopping the
Because
flood?
the roof has a boat and
Oh yeah, you with the boat on your roof. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I forgot that. Yes. Why do you think that was the best?
because if my floating stand is broke, and we can climb up to the boat and call for help.
Yep. Fine. Cool. Good idea. Yes, Hannah.
I think in my project, the floating house worked the best because the floating house has some sticks so it can stick to the ground, but it will not go away from the village, and the next house that can float will go away from the village because it don't have anything to stay in its position.
Yes, Hannah. That's a perfect answer, right? That is an absolutely perfect answer. I really hope you all paid attention to that. Hannah not only gave a detailed answer, but she gave a good understanding as to why it didn't work as well. A huge, huge, huge part of what we do in this classroom is don't just do experiments for fun. We do it to help you understand. The point of you understanding is going to come from your ability to look at something and go, that worked pretty well. That did not work really well. And why? You're going to think it's my favorite word is why. Well, why? Why is it like that? Why this? Why that? Why this? Why that? Why this? Why that? That's science. Understanding the why. The way you get to understanding the why is by doing things like this. Is by thinking this. What's the reason? Why is it like this? That is the most important thing that I want you to try to get from this class. This concept is going to be so hard for you to grasp, I think. I'm going to go through this really quickly, okay? So after a tornado, what kind of damage is there? So during a tornado, we have a few things happen. We've got strong winds. And what happens during strong winds? Well, they take the roofs off houses and they probably will smash windows as well. If during a tornado, it's going to take the roof of a house, it's going to smash windows, how do you stay safe? And look at those two things that it does, right? If it takes the roof off and it smashes windows, what do you think we should do? Kiwi.
Up a house.
Yeah, at the top of the house, right? Where's a window? In the wall. So during a tornado, should you go to the top of your house? Should you stand next to a window?
No.
So what are you going to do? You're going to go underground where there are go underground and away from windows. If you understand what's going to happen, roof is going to go and fly away. The windows are going to get smashed. For you to stay safe, go underground and go away from windows. So what happens during a hurricane? So in a hurricane, there's what type of weather happens in a hurricane? Okay, Hacker.
It's a strong wind
Strong winds. Cool. What else?
and heavy rain.
Strong winds, heavy rain. Cool. And what do the strong winds do?
It blow all the house
Okay, yep. So they can
and
destroy
blow
houses.
trees.
Destroy houses. Yep. And rip up trees. Ming-Ha, what do the heavy rains of a hurricane cause? What do they make happen?
The hurricane will damage houses.
Looks like that word starts with F.
Flood.
Yes, there you go. Well done. Flood. Cool. What can we do to stay safe? How do you stay safe during a hurricane? You know that a hurricane destroys houses and rips up trees, can cause flooding, also has lightning. What will you do? Sorry, Mickey. What would you do to stay safe?
I think I will go to a low place.
Yeah.
Then I will go to somewhere that is safe. Then we'll wait for the hurricane go away.
Yeah. Just be careful if there's flooding during hurricanes, and if you go to a low place, you might get filled with water. So again, you just need to be careful about where you go. So the point of what I'm trying to get at, right, is that you take all of these severe types of weather. Blizzard is cold, got snow, it's got ice. If it's cold, and it's got snow, it's got ice, you know you need to stay warm, stay inside, stay heated. Yes? You prepare for the weather by knowing what's going to happen. The more you know about what's going to happen, the more you can prepare. This is the point of the experiment we did, is to understand what the impact is. If you understand how, what the effect of some severe weathers are, you can prepare so when it does happen, because it will happen, the damage will not be as bad. That's the point that I want you to understand, okay? That the more we know, the more we can prepare. The more we can prepare, the less the damage will be. So let's go through some questions. So everyone, even in your books, go to page 464, please. Page 464. Shanghai, what's this one? We can record patterns of weather to make what about the kind of weather?
I think prediction.
Yes, predictions. Good job. Please make sure you're filling this in as we're going along. About what kind of weather might happen next. Meteorologists issue warnings about what type of weather. Susie, what word comes next?
Severe weather to
Good job.
people protect themselves.
Fine, severe weather, perfect. Protect themselves and their what?
And
Leo, what's the answer?
The answer is
What's another word for house? House is your what?
property.
Anyone? Caroline, say that again. Property is a word that refers to things that you own. For example, this phone is my property. This nose is my property. These ears are mine. They're not yours, they're mine. I'm not sharing, they're mine. So things that are yours are your property. For example, your home, right? Your home belongs to you. It does not belong to anyone else. So during severe weather, your home can be damaged. So meteorologists say, well, hold on, there's severe weather coming. Let's make sure that your home and your property does not get damaged, okay? Let's do this quick question and then, Lewis, this question for us, please. Which types of damage could be the effect of a tornado? A, B, C, or D?
Rivers overflowing the bank.
Okay.
Trees to buildings with crumbled walls.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Okay, I'm going to give you all the
Trees
answers.
pulled out of the ground.
I would say no, no, Yes. Right.
Yeah.
During a tornado, there is some rain, but not a huge amount of rain, not considering the size of a hurricane. So rivers overflowing, roads washed away. I wouldn't say too much. Trees turn out of the ground. Definitely, the winds are so strong. Buildings with crumbled walls. Yes, winds are so strong. Okay, there are the answers that I do. The answers are C and D. Okay, right. On page 463, I want you to do question number 1. So page 463, question number 1, and all of the questions on page 465 in your Dimensions book. Also, anyone who did not get a video to me, get it in by today. That's it, last chance. Any questions before your weekend? No questions? Okay, bye-bye. Have a lovely weekend. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.